Okay, so this is going to be my first episode of this coaching thing. I hope you don't mind this window in the corner. It's gonna help me visualize some things. And I've already watched the first 5 minutes of this clip to see what we're at. So I already said this once, but obviously don't know because I made the recording myself. And you pick Thermite on Oregon. That's a good choice because you have Hibana and you have Thatcher. Hibana's for opening hatches, which you can do quite well in Oregon, especially if they're downstairs. If they're downstairs, you can use Thermite to attack the little heat room area at the blue room, if you know what I mean. I don't know the proper English word for it because I'm not English, but that little blue room and the tower stairs. There's a little room with this heating device. I'm sorry, I don't know the word. um, and then you have this wall, and then there's the classic mirror setup, and you can breach that as a thermite. That's pretty much your only use downstairs, unless you're trying to Vebana, and upstairs you'll want to attack this closet area. And this is what you should be doing. So you're droning this, and you should have a plan. And as I've seen, you don't actually attack this. So the question is why? It's good that you call out the possible bombing from Echo. Um, but you should always keep in mind what you're doing as a thermite, where you can be useful. So in this case, it's attacking this master bedroom wall and opening the closet area. Okay, you gave the call that they have vigil, so you know 4 ops already. And the first thing I've noticed is that you peaked very slowly. If Echo peeked this window right here, I don't know if you can see my cursor. If Echo peeked this window right here, you would have died if you had semi good aim. So keep that in mind. Then you destroyed the yokai, which is good. You should have just called out 1 yokai down. It doesn't matter, but you should have just called out 1 yokai down. That would have been more helpful because your team doesn't care whether they had a yokai there or not, because it's dead, obviously. Now you drawn again, and I like that. Your drone workers on point there, but then you pre-fire at foot height. I don't know why you do this. You shouldn't be pre-firing at foot height unless you know they're prone, which he isn't, because then you can actually like shoot their head, not their feet. If you shoot their feet, they might escape. If you shoot their head, they don't. Now you kill him. I don't know what Echo was doing there, to be honest, but you killed him. This is good. And you actually pre-fire properly, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Um, yeah, that was pretty much head height. It might crouch height, but I'm not sure. Anyway, you got that shot, which is good. I assume it's crouch height, which is generally a better height to pre-fire at, not head level, but crouch level, because most people uh, crouch spam anyway at higher levels, which is stupid. Or they just go and crouch because it's more silent. And if you prefer at crouch level, let me visualize this as well. Like you got a corner here, and you got a guy here. So if you prefer at this level, you might not hit him. However, if you prefer at this level, you can hit him. If he isn't crouching, you'll insta kill him if he's there. But you might still kill him if you shoot at this side, because the recoil can either recoil goes up, or B is you get enough bullets to kill him. That's a beautiful drawing, I know. So keep that in mind. That's right. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna put a claymore into tower, which is good. Also, the call of that master bedroom is clear is good as well. It helps your team a lot. However, as a thermite, it's not your job to go and secure a small tower. That would be either Sophia's or Glass's job, or maybe Thatcher's if he already used his EMPs. but it's not your job as a thermite to go there and secure that. You're too important to your team. You need to stick with your team. You also get the cam, which is good. A lot of players don't do that, even at higher levels. You drone it. This is also good. I like drone work. Also your calls, they're quite decent. So a lot of people like to call out where they're going. I like that too on a team. It's not a must though. It annoys a lot of people as well. So if you know what your team is about, tell them what you're pushing because that helps them understand where you are. If you know your team doesn't like that, don't do that. So at this point, you know only one is remaining. It's okay to push there, but as I said, it's a waste of your operator pick. You should have gone and attacked that closet area, because that would have helped your team push. And as you'll see in a second,
to the left there, Hibana. To your
I already
hard
watched
left
this
now.
obviously, at least the first couple seconds. 2 of your teammates die. If you attack that closet area, they might not have died because they would have had 2 angles on him. You could have pinched him. Now the second issue I see is those guys obviously, but that's not of your that's none of your business because it's randoms. And the other issue I see is you picking that you know it's only one guy left, and you know he's there because 2 of you guys died from there. You shouldn't peek there. You should try to actually pinch that guy. Yeah, you should try to pinch him. He would have killed you probably because he was aiming at there anyway. You should have tried though. You won the round, so it doesn't matter. Always keep in mind, if you won the round, no matter how bad you played, it doesn't matter. You won. So you're thinking about defending now. It's casual, so you don't know where you're going. So you'll have to pick a pick that's good on any bomb side. Mira is very good on this map. She's good in kitchen, in laundry, and in bunk beds. Not bunk beds, but kids' bedroom. And you can get a mirror set up on bunks as well. So you can either pick a mirror, one of the always good operators, which would be Jaeger, Bandit, Legion, or Valkyrie, possibly even Dog. But I feel like Dog and Rook are situational, although I main them. Um, if you knew where you would be going, Pulse would be a good pick as well. And Mute is overall a decent pick. So is Echo. So basically, you can pick any of those, just to keep that in mind. But always think of where you could go. And for example, Cav is good, but you don't need her. And Castle would be excellent downstairs. He wouldn't be as good upstairs, and he would be very good in kitchen again. So Castle is a good pick on this map. However, on, for example, I think Cafe, if you were to go upstairs, Castle wouldn't be as good. He would still be viable, at least in high levels, but he wouldn't be as good. So always keep in mind where you could go and what map you are on when you're deciding your operator picks. And you'll decide Jaeger, which is a good pick. Especially since nades are the strongest secondary gadget for attackers, in my opinion. So Jaeger is a very good pick of all. I'll just skip this part. So going downstairs, as Roma, you should always try to set up your reinforcements as far away from the objective as possible, so reinforcing hedges, etc. As Jaeger, however, you need a lot of time to deploy your ADSs. So you can either reinforce an objective and set up your ADSs, or just reinforce upstairs and then set up your ADSs. Either's fine.
Hey, if you watch out, I'll blow that open Milky Way. Wow, that was a freaking epic fail.
Also, you were spotted by drone. You should have tried to go and kill the drone, because drones are the best gadget in an attacker's arsenal, next to actual gadgets. At least most actual gadgets.
That made me laugh, bro.
So we'll. Oh no, actually, you're still placing your ADSs. That isn't. Yeah, that's good placement. However, you should have placed it on here, not on the floor. You see, on here, because then the attackers can't shoot it from the edge.
Good brother.
Okay, that's a good barbed wire placement. Mm, that's a decent spot, but you should have placed it in the room before, because then attackers can't destroy it either, unless they push it in the room. That's a good placement as well, because it protects the mirror if you have a mirror, in which in this case you don't, but it would protect the mirror from nades. You can hear people moving, and you should go back now, or rotate up, because you're very exposed in this position. Picking like this is also very dangerous because you got this window there. But it worked for you. At least until now. You didn't die. Oh, you rubber banded there. You should try rotating back now. There's no point in you
They
dying.
have a drone on the stairs going up to bunks on the south side.
You know they have Blackbeard and Ash. You should have called that eye. That is a good angle to peek, especially as Jaeger, because you don't have a lot of recoil going on. But you don't keep at that angle. Yeah, that was a good kill. But it was too slow of a push. Don't push slowly around corners. Unless you absolutely have to, because you need to be sneaky. Try to push faster around corners, because then the enemy has less time to actually react to you pushing.
One construction.
Watch out. Jaeger, Ash is right behind you.
And then you died. Because of the open window. And that was your fault. You should have rotated before. I mean, you got a frag, which is good. Your Roma, you wasted time. 130. And that is good. In rank, that would be excellent. You wasted half their time and killed one of them. Not a bad trade. In casual, I don't know. In casual, it's still 230 left. And that's bad. Because in casual, you don't have to play for time. But in rank, that would be excellent. However, now your team's left with 2 people against 4. That isn't so good either.
Ash is coming down those stairs slow.
That's a good call out.
She's holding.
Also try to always address people by their in-game names, because people usually remember their in-game names more than their operators. Just a quick thing, because that has happened to me many times. That call, like Rook or Dog to Heal, or Dog to Heal me, and he was confused because he thought it was Rook.
She's rushing.
There you should have retaliated and said she isn't rushing, she's still on stairs.
She's on the landing to the right side.
Ah, never mind.
And she's down the stairs.
No, your Kate is gonna die.
Ash is behind you.
I'm actually gonna be very surprised if he wins this. I don't think he will. Let's skip this part. You pick third man again. Alright. Good pick. We already discussed that. They're upstairs again. Let's see what you do. Also, a thing a lot of players still do is getting a drone destroyed in prep phase. Don't do that. The drone is very important to you. It's your best friend. It's the only way to know whether the room is clear or not. Always keep your drone alive.
Doc was in meeting room, pushing towards small tower.
So, let's see. Oh, I'm rubber banding again. I already mentioned the small tower push. Now you actually seem to be attacking the master closet. That is good. Very good. Very good. Okay, so now you can push small tower because you opened that closet. Very good.
There's watch out, NATO.
I don't know exactly what that hole was supposed to be. It was very dangerous. You were very exposed. You should have entered through the door, and she should have gotten you. Actually, did you drone her? Because then it's kind of my fault for not knowing. No, you didn't. That claymore placement again, and pushing up there. Good job. What is what is that ADS though? I'm not gonna comment that. That was weird. Okay, so if you go there, always be mindful of this place because people can peek you from there. And always, like if you push, always look at that window first, then look at that one, and then look at that one. So you have 4 angles to check. Very dangerous to push there at all. So don't do that. And if you rappel, you have to check one more, which is that caged area. So it's dangerous to do that unless you know your teammates are covering you. In which case, you don't right now. So keep that in mind. As I said, very exposed area. Don't drone from there. Drone from there instead. First better. There's only one left. You know, there's a frost map.
Let me drone in. Try and find
Mad,
him.
not map. And you know Jaegers in there.
He's back in day.
Good call out. I'm not sure if you actually gave the call out. When someone came in. Yeah. No, you know he's a kid. Good kill.
Nice shot, man.
So what are you picking? Jaeger. Jaeger again. Alright. Thermite Jaeger main, I guess. Alright, let's see your placements again. No. Oh, it's actually upstairs. Looked an awful lot like downstairs. Wait, let me check. It looked like the closet area next to laundry. Never mind. We are upstairs. Still a very good place for Jaeger. So you have two options, either roaming again or staying objective. Either suits Jaeger, although he's best suited for roaming in my opinion. I never play him though, so I don't know. I only know how to place ADSs, that's it. I hate his gun. Alright, good kills on drones. You might want to call that out that you got 2 drones. I'm not sure, however. That's bad. That's bad ADS placement. You should have. Let me. You should have tried to. There's the closet, and you can melee into the closet like doors. You've got these doors, and you can destroy them, and then place an ADS inside. That way, you can get Thatcher nades. With your ADS there, you can't get them. That's also not the best placement, if I've seen that correctly. Let me see. Yeah, because you can just get destroyed from window. Place it behind the bomb next time. And yeah. I prefer placing them under the window because then they're less likely to get seen. But whatever suits you. At the side works as well. It's just more likely to be expected. You hear them. Good call out.
Was it all of them?
Oh, you know they have Twitch and you die. To Hibana. Call out, they have Hibana. I'm not sure if she died though. Let me check. Yeah, she died. Then it doesn't matter. You're spectating. Instead of spectating your teammates, try watching cams. whatever the rogue's doing. Quick tip, don't peek like this. Prone on the floor and peek through this gap. There's smoke coming all the way from there, and your head is covered a lot more. Also, enemies won't see it unless they're glass, because the smoke protects your head, basically. Just a neat trick. As I said, watch cams. I don't think much more can be said for this round, as you're not playing anymore. Hope you enjoyed this episode. It's my first one, so I'm a bit nervous. I hope everything I said was clear and it helped you out. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. I can't speak. I'm sorry. It's been a long day.